It's Madden NFL 23 on EA Sports. And up next is Darius Slay. He's putting together an incredible season, now in double digits with 10 picks.
The final playoff push is upon us. It's week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Now, for the first time, we get to see this Philadelphia offense led out by their dual-threat quarterback now in his third season, Jalen Hurts.
They turn to Harris to begin the drive. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Just like that, it's a gain of 12 and a first down on their first play.
Throwing is Hurts.
He's going to launch this thing way downfield. He's got a man complete.
And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll go option to the short side. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
Here's Swift.
And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown with touchdown number 7 on the year.
And the Eagles put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead.
Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So the drive there took 6 plays.
And it's capped off by an A.J. Brown touchdown.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And it'll come out to the 25 as King opts for the touchback.
So here comes the Packers offense now onto the field.
And bringing them out is a Pro Bowler back in the 2015 campaign. He's now approaching a decade in the league. Is Teddy Bridgewater.
Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. Right side complete. That's Woods. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 7 yards there and a first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Bridgewater on first down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. The numbers for him from a week ago. 4 catches, 51 yards.
And he was able to get open there, but that's not always easy against this bunch defensively. We are deep enough into the season where numbers count. This is #1 rated defense in the NFL. He'll have a tough time.
To the air again with Bridgewater.
Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs.
And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 44-yard line. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. From the gun, Bridgewater.
As this complete to Woods. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his third completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And a top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc. And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, Bridgewater. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive.
From the 5, here's 2nd and 2.
They go play action. Bridgewater. Rush coming, and he's taken down. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
On 3rd down, Bridgewater. Under pressure, and they got to him again. And the defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th.
Sly able to put this one through.
And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their second drive.
And they, as mentioned, unbeaten to this point in the year, but you think this game, their toughest test yet.
I absolutely do, because to me, this is a good measuring stick game because they've been able to take advantage of the schedule. But here, this is another team leading its division with an eye on making a Super Bowl run, so this game is crucial.
Again, it's Harris on 2nd down.
Room here to run. A big pickup there for the Eagles' first down, 18 yards. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give him the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
43 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times.
Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out of here and take off.
After 7-3 the score. Now second quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming.
Hurts.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Quay Walker. And the Packers will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. So a second NFL interception for him, and he is looking the part here in year 1.
And normally, partner, you talk about cornerbacks and safeties being the ball hawk type of guys, and they always will be because they'll get more opportunities. But this young man has the potential to be a ball hawk from the linebacker position. I think that's why he was drafted as high as he was, and he'll stay on the field on most downs.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
Bridgewater now from the 50. It's a short one here, early to the tight end. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 13 yards, first down, Packers.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Now a throw here to his running back.
And he's going to get this down near the 25.
That's a pretty play there coming out of the backfield, but as that back, you've got to be conscious of making sure you're securing the football. When you get out in open field, sometimes you get a little loose with it as you're trying to get up ahead of steam. Make sure you keep it close to your body because those defenders are trying to punch it forward. He does a nice job there protecting the ball and picking up a first down.
Denzel Ward, the number 4 pick in the 2018 draft, making the tackle from his corner spot. Second down, Bridgewater.
This one swung out here to Jones.
They'll get him to the ground at the 20, following a pickup of 4. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. 8 yards, first down as they're able to convert. Draw play, Dillon. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, it's a jet sweep, the football to Woods. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. But defensively, they have that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
Throwing, Bridgewater. Touchdown! Mac Hollins. A 12-yard touchdown grab.
And the Packers have moved out in front. Joey Sly on for the extra point.
And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. A 10-play drive that time. And it ends with a Packers touchdown.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Eagles set and ready for their next offensive drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
From the 27, Hurts.
And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete. So, Charles, you talk about this offense, how well they've played. I mean, the defense, too, really. But they're sitting at 10-0 now on the year. 4-0, 5-0, that's nice. But once you start hitting double digits with these wins and no losses, I think the seriousness of the situation, it just has to ramp up.
Yeah, and when you do say 10-0, it can't scare you as a team. Just think about it this way. For most of the year, they've been playing to win their division and get to the playoffs. Now the playoffs are just about a foregone conclusion. So now they have to down-focus their thoughts about getting home field advantage and finishing unbeaten, and they need to make sure they keep it in that order.
But first down, Hurts.
And this one complete to Smith. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. An option handoff given to Harris.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense. I think in the future, if you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down.
Burt sets up to throw it.
And he's unable to haul it in. So it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field. And it brings up 4th.
And based on my math, they've only converted one time thus far in this game. So you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
Over the middle to Smith.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Now a first down carry for Harris. And room there to work it inside the 25.
53 yards on the ground for him so far.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
7 yards there and a first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Touchdown, Eagles. A.J. Brown with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
And the Eagles are once again back in front.
Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead is now 14-10. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive.
And it's capped off by an A.J. Brown touchdown.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And it'll come out to the 25 as King opts for the touchback. Green Bay returning on offense, led by running back Aaron Jones.
And he's sure looking like a lock for a 1,000-yard season. Don't know if he's going to get it in this game, but he'd probably like to just to get past that point.
Yeah, and if he doesn't, as you noted, there's still time, still opportunity. There's still more games to be played. So, yeah, it's not a lock. But barring injury, it certainly looks like he's going to get there. And what an accomplishment that is. Anytime you get over 1,000 yards, you're celebrated in the NFL.
It's been quite a season. Still a couple chapters left in that book, though. On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. Flush, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Bridgewater.
This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But 3rd down coming up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Up the middle, Jones. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Here's the veteran punter Lee as he sends this one away.
Najee Harris and the rest of this offense work their way back onto the field.
And it may just be the 2nd quarter, but he's in his zone, well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books, but it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it.
Yeah, he's made the most of it to this point. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Here's Hurts to throw. Bateman's got it on the crossing route here.
Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. So they go from one 42-yard line to the other as they come up now 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. He completes it to Julio Jones. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts.
He'll find Jones again, complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down. The kick by Elliott is good, and that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. So no problems at all on that one. And you know, there's virtually no win. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, with no wind, it should be a passer's dream as well, right? But in this case, the defense held out. They had to force the field goal.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. And no reason to do anything foolish as they'll snap it one more time on 1st down. He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. So we have reached halftime with a touch.
Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the 3rd quarter and continue this midseason contest.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the 3rd quarter.
And the half will begin with a touchback. Well, the Packers ready to go to start quarter number 3. But, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the 2nd quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
The second half starts with a carry by Jones. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. That one definitely helps as they try to push the ball down the field here, trailing early in the 3rd quarter.
And even though they're trailing, not abandoning the running game. People may call it an adjustment.
And down he goes. The pressure getting to Bridgewater. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. Charles, not to point fingers, but how much of this goes on the shoulders of the offensive line? Well, look at the 6 sacks last week. That's the 4th in this game.
Definitely the bulk of it does go on the offensive line. That's what they're tasked with doing, keeping their quarterback upright and clean in the pocket. But I think they have to look at, okay, are we bringing in extra people? Is the ball out of the quarterback's hands quick enough? There are a few other factors that they have to look at to try and help out. But you're exactly right. It starts with the O-line.
To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. It appears they're going to come up empty on this first drive of the second half, still down by that slim margin.
Yeah, and that's okay. You know, when you sit and analyze it, they're not happy about what happened, having to go to the bench, but this gives them a chance to let their defense do some work while they on the sidelines go over what they're doing offensively and formulate a proper plan.
So here are the Eagles to take over. They've got the lead yet again in this ball game with their winning streak right now sitting at 10. They'll start by running the option to the right. And he couldn't get rid of the football, trying to buy a little time, but he'll just tuck it and go down. Get it.
Play action. Here's Hurts.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Brown. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. And they run with Harris off the option. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. Got him in. It's Brown. He'll get it inside the 20. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. It's a gain of 35.
And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we could at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
They get this to Smith on the jet sweep. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Solid effort by Jair Alexander there defensively.
That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes
touchdown! Dallas Goedert from 17 yards out.
And the Eagles go up by 2 touchdowns.
Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. That time a 6-play drive.
And the drive was all finished off on the touchdown catch by Dallas Goedert. And it'll come out to the 25 as King opts for the touchback. Green Bay's offense ready to go again. Last series for him, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10.
They'll try and get the running game going with Jones.
47 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
2nd down, another shot for Jones.
Give him 10 there, good enough for a Packer first down.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Looking to shot for Woods, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward.
And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football.
I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
An option handoff given to Harris.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Throwing is Hurts. That's swung out wide to Harris. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. They run for it with Harris. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it second and a foot or so.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Hurts throws complete to Goddard, and he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker.
Open man, he's got him. That's Smith for the Philadelphia touchdown. Devontae Smith,
a 16-yard touchdown.
And the Eagles take a 3-touchdown lead.
Elliott good with a PAT, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And it'll come out to the 25 as King opts for the touchback.
Here's Aaron Jones in the offense trotting back out. And he's closing in on that number that all running backs circled beginning of the year, the number 1,000. Could do it on this drive.
And you have to think to yourself that this moment, getting to this spot, it started in the offseason, right? Not just the workouts, right? Not just getting yourself physically prepared to play, but mentally, as well as your team, as well as your unit, head coach, offensive coordinator. We run the football. We give you opportunities. He's taking advantage of it.
And when you get this close to the mark, you just hope things don't tighten up, right? You probably want to get there and get it in your rearview mirror.
You really do, don't you? Because now it becomes predominant, and you wonder about play calling as well. Do you want to call plays to get that out of the way, or are you still calling plays to win the game first? That becomes the burden of the play caller.
On 3rd and 1, here's Bridgewater. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Bridgewater to throw it. And this one is incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And down he goes. The pressure getting to Bridgewater.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
3rd and long now after the sack, and we'll see if Bridgewater has a response. Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. Now, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Desperation time. 4th down, Bridgewater. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position.
And they'll run the option to start the drive. And Hurts able to show off some of that elusiveness as he slides to the ground there, and in the process picks up the first down. They go play action with Hurts.
Over the middle, complete. It's Brown. And they'll get this down to the 10. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal. Well, clear running situation, trying to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
And they run with Harris off the option.
And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Got it. And the ball is knocked out. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. Defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
Bridgewater now after the fumble recovery. Dancing to his left. And he'll just get rid of it. Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player on the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
On second down, Bridgewater again. And they get to Bridgewater. Bridgewater taken down in the end zone for a safety. So a failure there to get rid of the football. I don't know in the end that it's going to matter much here with this game, but it yields another 2 points.
Yeah, I think I'm with you. It may not matter a ton with the deficit that's already there, but like my old coach used to say, it sure ain't going to help.
It doesn't help indeed.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive.
Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, giving him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field.
Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Harris going to get it again on second down.
And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
Holding offense.
All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion. And sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
Hurts. He'll find Bateman once more. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the fourth, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it's second down.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And it'll be third down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll try and run here with Swift.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown.
DeAndre Swift His first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Elliott good on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And it'll come out to the 25 as King opts for the touchback. The Packers offense set to go. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat.
First down, Bridgewater. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's Bridgewater. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on third down. To throw is Bridgewater.
On the out route, Dobbs brings it in. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
From the gun, Bridgewater. And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there, second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. On the delay, Jones. They'll be dropped shy of the 40 despite powering through the tackle. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. On third down, Bridgewater. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set.
Bridgewater. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Throwing is Bridgewater. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. There he goes, right side. He's at the 30. 10. And that might just cement it. A return for a late touchdown. Elliott on for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6.
And it'll come out to the 25 as King opts for the touchback.
Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go.
CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, and with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
He's going to let it fly. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick.
And the Eagles will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. And help seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
Well, partner, under the lights in prime time, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up
black superheroes. Oh, yeah. Every block, every hood, every city, every ghetto. Need a black superhero. Every block, every hood, every city, every ghetto. Need a black superhero.
You need a bro like me. Military mind stated, and I keep in a degree. You can label me a Huey P. Made a martyr out of Martin, out of Malcolm, out of Mega. I refuse to let these dirty devils make Michael a beggar. A hero CEO, I will go Magneto for my people. Give me liberty or death, that is my credo, not my ego. Dressed in a tuxedo, enter party, alter ego. Killed your leader, in gazebo, did it for the people. Love what motivated, I did not do it for hatred. But I truly hate the devil, I cannot debate or fake it. I was asked a question and the asker thought it hard. If I was facing death and I could ask one thing of God, I would ask for every to be free here and abroad, and to be rightfully celebrated as a child of God, and to be rightfully celebrated as a child of God.
Need a black superhero. Every block, every hood, every city, every ghetto. Need a black superhero. Our own kind took nip from us. Money still reading God we trust. Truthfully we envy, so why we so envious? And why our own kind envy us? Pac said it's hard, but we gotta keep our head up. Going even though we know we fed up. It's hella tension, cause we ain't careful where we all pay attention. I need all my real soldiers on the front line, fighting for the right just one time. So unstoppable together at the same time, with the same mind. Yeah, we're gonna be high and always above what's beneath us. So every block, every hood, every city, every ghetto. Need a black superhero. Every block, every hood, every city, every ghetto. Need a black superhero.
I'm talking bulletproof kind of suit, reflect the struggle that they put us through, with the strength to fight the power like Chuck D do, with the insight to be equal. Note the sky needed a voice that finds reason to multiply. People in the streets for the cause, marching on Washington miners will be walking through walls. Type of superhero show up when ain't no one to call, that'll shield you from them shields that been killing us all. High beams